Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Wednesday's Wealth Live with Sandy R. This is where I just get to share the wealth. And there's a ton of wealth to share with you. And one of the questions I get asked a lot is, how do I get my goal? Because success is all about achieving big BHAG goals, right? Big, hairy, audacious goals, BHAGs. So how do I get more emotionally jazzed around my goal? And it's a great question because I'm going to suggest that over 90% of people are not emotionally engaged with their goal. It's all up here. It's an intellectual, it's being intellectually enamored with your goal, conceptually enamored with your goal, not emotionally engaged with your goal. So, and, oh, sorry, what did I just do there? Hang on, I just clicked the wrong thing. I wanted to click that one, and I wanted to get comments just in case I get comments coming. So, sorry about that. So, it's a really valid question because it is a difference maker. It is a game changer for you, for me, for everyone. Most people, and first of all, most people don't even set goals. Of those that do, the minority of people that are actually setting goals, over 92% of people don't achieve their goals. Now, why is that? This question's answering a big part of it because it's all up here. It's intellectual. You're not emotionally engaged, and you must become emotionally jazzed, excited, and hammered with your goal. You must. Otherwise, you'll find excuses not to, because it just doesn't excite you. It's a rather boring. So you must intensify the feelings around your goal. I'm going to keep emphasizing, you must. It's crucial to success. All success begins with desire. Okay, you can go to any of the gurus, whether it's Bob Proctor or Tony Robbins or Napoleon Hill, right? Napoleon Hill. The Desire chapter in Think and Grow Rich. All success begins with desire. Desire infers emotional involvement. You've got to be emotionally involved in your goal. For what that does, if you've got emotional involvement, that inspires you. That's another word that invokes emotion, that inspires you into action. Again, if you're not emotionally excited about your goal, you'll find other things to do. Guaranteed. I promise you that. So it is such an important question. Well, how do I deepen the desire to intensify my feelings around my goal? Great question. So I thought I'd discuss it today. So first of all, it's rather important that it's your goal. I'm going to repeat that. First of all, it's rather important that it's your goal, not anyone else. You're welcome. Thanks for joining me. I can't tell. By the way, on StreamYard, unless you click, like StreamYard invites you to click so that we can see who it is, because otherwise it'll come up Facebook user or LinkedIn user, but that's fine. I'm glad you're here and listening right now. It has to be your goal. And too many times we set a goal because it's best for my relationship with my spouse, it's best for my family, it's best, my boss says so, my upline says so, or my downline makes sense for my down, for every other reason, then it's not for your goal. It's not your goal. So you will not have a deep desire if it's not your goal. It may seem obvious, but I'm going to tell you, it is really, really common that people set goals that are really not what they want. If Bob Proctor, with who I work, who's my mentor and my teacher, if he were in front of you, he would say, what do you really want? What do you really want? You. Okay. So that is the first thing. It's Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer. That's the first thing. It must be your goal. Stop making it about other people. It's not selfish to think of you. Absolutely. You can factor in your spouse or your kids or your upline, your downline, your teammates, your boss, your colleagues, your parents, friends. You can factor it in. But in the end, you must decide what you really want. All success, all your success is founded upon that very notion. What do you really want? Okay, so that's the first thing. If it really truly is all about what you really want, that's going to start to invoke emotions, because what happens for you gets you emotionally involved one way or the other. You either get excited or saddened by it, whatever happening for you, you will feel the emotions around that. So that's the first thing. You will have emotional involvement if it's truly all about you. Secondly, and we just had a discussion last night in our client workshop, our weekly client workshop, and today I did a goal achievers forum, which was a half-day workshop, and we got into this discussion as well today. The fact that you can be, even if it's your own goal, you can still be way too much in your head. And that's why so many people ask me this question, because they intuitively get, I'm just not emotionally, I keep finding excuses not to be working on the goal. So it is really, it's really important that you not only get clarity, and the goal is all about you, but that you start to understand emotionally two things. One, emotionally, two things. One, how satisfied am I with my current situation? Let me read you something from Think and Grow Rich from the Desire chapter. Great changes are so often born of resentment or dissatisfaction with current circumstances. You're capable of making great, extraordinary changes in your life. But if you are, when it comes down to it, if you are absolutely, you know what, I have a great life right now. Nothing wrong with that. That's wonderful for you. But it's hard to really get a desire for something so different if what you got right now is really, really quite good and you're enjoying it. So dissatisfaction, when you just ask yourself, well, if nothing changes, am I okay with my life being the way it is for another year, 3, 5, 10 years? If one of the people on the call today went, oh my God, no, not even a year. I wouldn't stand that. Well, okay. So that's a high level of dissatisfaction. And what did I just read from Napoleon Hill? Great changes, so for you, are so often born of resentment or dissatisfaction with your current circumstances. So explore that one. How satisfied are you with the way things are right now? The higher the dissatisfaction is a magnificent motivator. So explore that. And let me clarify, because some people don't like to hear I'm dissatisfied, but I'm very grateful for where I am. Okay, let me make a very clear distinction. Dissatisfaction has nothing to do with you being happy with what's gone on up till now and being very grateful. You should absolutely be happy and be grateful with where you are now. You're here with me today, for example. Good for you for wherever you've gotten to up till right now, and we're here together. I'm happy, you be happy and grateful for where you've got to now. But you should never be dissatisfied. And Bob Proctor talks about that a lot. Why should you never be satisfied? Did I just say that right? You should never be satisfied. Why? You should always have an element of dissatisfaction. Why? This is important, and this is a very important point, because you are spirit And the spirit is all about expansion, growth, fuller expression. That is the condition of the human spirit. So your spirit wants to create and grow and experience new and better and bigger and more. Of course it does. To ignore that is to actually, if you're not creating and growing, you're actually disintegrating. So if you're ignoring that, you're allowing yourself to go into disintegration, because there's no such thing as stasis. One of the laws of the universe is we either create or disintegrate. There's no stasis. Science will tell you that. So this is an important point, that your spirit, of course, wants to grow. So the spirit is never satisfied. It wants to experience more. Again, the spirit, the human condition of our spirit, is all about growth, expansion, fuller expression. Okay? So never be satisfied. Let yourself grow and create more, but always be happy with where you've gotten to and be very grateful, of course. So that's an important distinction. So again, great changes are so often born of resentment or dissatisfaction with the current circumstances. Explore that one. Okay? Because if you really take a good hard look at that, and if nothing changes, if you're nowhere different 12 months from now, 2-3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, are you going to be going, oh my God, I didn't know. That's not, absolutely, I can't accept that. Nope. Or I'd be pretty happy. So explore that one. That's an important aspect of your journey into discovering what your goal really should be all about. How your goal, not anyone else's, what that goal, that desire is all about. Okay? So that's important. Secondly, how do you deepen desire in order to intensify your goal? And here comes the garbage truck. I knew it was going to come in my 15 minutes. Oh, well. That's life and technology, technology from home, right? Okay, so I work with my clients on something called your sweet spot, which you could say is purpose, but sweet spot paints a neater picture. Your sweet spot is the intersection of what you love to do, what you're good at, and what you would love to keep getting better at because you love to do it, and how the two of those can service people. How can you help people with what you love to do and what you're good at? The intersection of those three circles is your sweet spot. I'm going to tell you something. With respect to your goal, if you're not in your sweet spot, it's harder to have desire. If you're in your sweet spot, you're loving what you do. You're good at it, which raises your vibration. If you get to do more and more of that, you'd love it. And it's helping people. Helping people puts us on a higher vibration. Higher vibration, when I say higher vibration, whether it's loving what you do, whether it's being good at it, being good means we have confidence and we feel really good about what we're doing, and helping people, higher vibration, that means a higher emotion. Low emotions are frustrated, I'm disappointed, I lost hope for this or that. That's a low vibration emotion. High vibrations are, I'm delighted, I'm so excited, oh my God, I get to help this person and that person. I'm jubilant, I'm proud, I'm excited, I'm happy. So the more you're in your sweet spot, you are igniting emotions on higher frequencies. That is going to up your desire because your dream goals are on higher frequencies. Again, just go there in your imagination. What if I could multiply my income this year? Whoa, right? It just ignites emotions at a higher level. So that's the second way. Okay, your level of dissatisfaction is going to help you if you really understand how satisfied you are or dissatisfied you are right now. And if things don't change, how pissed are you going to be there about that? Secondly, the closer you are into your sweet spot, the more emotionally involved with it you're going to be. Okay. And thirdly, and again, I covered this in the Goal Achievers Forum today, what I call goal achiever visualization. Visualization is an important technique, and anyone in this whole arena of personal development will tell you that visualization is extremely important. Thank you, Seffi. The focus on emotional connection with your goal. It's crucial. That's what's missing for most people. It's still way too intellectual. We have a conceptual awareness of, yeah, I'd love that to happen. But we're not all bought in at the emotional level. That's the difference maker. Huge. So the visualization aspect of things is really important, because visualization, I mean, all of the experts in this arena dating back 2 centuries will all tell you, you've got to be in your imagination, you've got to be living from your dream already achieved, from your wish fulfilled. You've got to be imagining that you're already there. It's already happened. How does it feel? What does life look like? So this exercise, the practice of visualization, is really, really important. And it helps you the more you're imagining what life looks like. How do I feel? How do other people feel? How does my family feel? What's been the impact on my family or my clients? Or now that I've achieved my goal, the more you get into that, the more you're starting to get more and more emotionally involved in it. And visualization. Oh, it's been a long day. A good day, a fabulous day, but a long one. So visualization, I've said here in this workbook that I've created, you must learn to play in your imagination. It's your PlayStation. And you must enjoy it, almost playfully. If you're not enjoying getting into your imagination, you're going to bail. It's like, so you've got to learn how to create playfully in your imagination. Okay? So when children are using their imaginations, and they're experts, we'd all agree, they're playing unfettered and unencumbered by their outside world. They often don't even hear you when you're calling them because they're so immersed in their imagined play. When adults successfully engage in imagined experiences and goal achiever visualization, how I've defined it, is all about generating at will an imagined experience, not just a picture, experience of of the success you desire. So when adults successfully engage in imagined experiences, they are playing with their idea. Okay? So the intent is to play with the idea of your goal in all its glorious detail and emotional experience, so that it feels so real in your imagination that it motivates you into inspired action, not just action. There's a difference. Oh yeah, I'll go make that call, and I'll check with so-and-so about making that happen, and I'll put it up on my website. Yeah, I'll get around to that. It's like, oh, I can hardly wait. Oh, I can hardly wait to call so-and-so. I'm so excited. And you know what? As soon as I get up on my website, then, okay, that's inspired action. I'm emotionally involved. So the emotional engagement is huge. You want to intensify your goal, intensify your emotions around your goal, and emotion is motion. If you're not emotionally involved, you will not get into motion, action, okay, to make your goal happen, to realize your goal. So visualization is an important technique. Now, I don't have time to go into it now, but just to relate to you, to effectively visualize will help you intensify the emotions around your goal. And first of all, visualization is most powerful when it engages in a multi-sensory experience. In other words, our 5 senses: we see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. When you can engage those senses in your visualization, you're going to invoke more emotional response. Okay? So how do you do that? First of all, create a happy place. Okay? Your happy place where you're consistently going to the same place for this visualization exercise. And you know what? Once you develop the habit of being able to at will get right into the imagined experience of your dream goals achieved, then you don't need to have that special place. But until you create that habit of being able to do it at will anywhere, anytime, create a happy place, the same place. Okay? Identify, it could be a favorite room, a favorite chair, a comfy, cozy chair in the room, special lighting. Maybe it's by a window. Maybe it's overlooking, the forest or whatever, in front of the fire. Okay? So you want to create an environment where you feel good. Makes you feel good, okay? You might add a scented candle or a scented something or other, right? There's those Scentsy plug-in things, create beautiful senses. So you might want to create sensory, right? You might want to enjoy a favorite beverage. Could be a cup of tea, coffee, glass of wine, I don't care. Do what works for you, right? Create the taste, the smell, the visuals, the lighting, maybe it's by the window, the sun coming in. The feeling, maybe it's from the fire for the warmth, or again, the sun coming in, you can feel the warmth. Maybe it's the cozy chair, which feels, touch, so comfortable. And then put on some music that stirs you. Don't put on music that gets you pumping and dancing. No. This is a calming, a going inside exercise. So put on music that stirs you. And you know what? My go-to place is movie themes, movie scores. There's a ton of phenomenal, inspirational music scores from movies. So check there. You can just go onto YouTube and just go check it. Find one, okay? So but choose the same one every time. Why? Because being able to trigger the senses, your mind loves association, and therefore it can be hugely beneficial to set up sensory triggers. All of that will help stir and ignite at the emotional level. Once you've begun to feel it, you have crossed the threshold that leads to action, because emotion is motion. So these sensory triggers, visually in a nice spot, okay, hearing the music, smelling something, a sensory candle, touching and feeling something cozy. What did I miss? We see, hear, smell, taste, favorite beverage. Maybe it's popcorn. I don't care. But choose the same things every time. So whenever you hear that song, hear that music, boom. Whenever you sit in that chair by the window, reflections of your imagined experience of already achieving your goal come into mind. See how this can work? So those are just some ways, and this went way longer than I thought it was going to work. Sorry about that, guys. Sharon, hi, I'm a little late. I love it. So these are 3 ways, okay? That kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not guided visualization, but that's, to me, that's the right way to do visualization. I call it goal achiever visualization, that really involves a multi-sensory experience, okay? That's 1. 2, understanding, is it my goal? Okay, if it's my goal, make sure. 3, how dissatisfied. I hope the dissatisfaction factor is high for you, okay? And 4, the more you're in your sweet spot, the more emotionally involved you're going to be. All right? So I hope that helps. That is, it's such an important question. That is, how do you deepen the desire? Those are 4 key things to work on. I encourage you to do so, okay? And if you haven't joined us over in Manifesting Success, it's my private Facebook group where I've got phenomenal training going on in there. There's a lot of great stuff going on in there that I encourage you to go in there and enjoy and partake in and experience with us. The journey together is phenomenal, which is why our motto is, together we thrive, because we do. And we have our signature Fast Path training. We just finished one 2 weeks ago. Another one's coming up at the end of April. And so you can stay tuned for that. But join us. Don't do this alone. Join us on the inside in Manifesting Success. Reach out to us. We're here to help. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.